All right, thank you.
That's the only way I could explain it on that day. Thank you, ma'am.
I do apologize, Ms. Sil.
Can you maybe complete this picture? Did you, as investigating officer, obtain affidavits from Mr. Adams in relation to all these complaints that are mentioned in the Section 27? I'm asking that because there's a January 2025 affidavit that sets out at least the conclusions in relation to the appointment of the brigadier.
Yes.
But the complaints in the Section 27 affidavit, there were many. In fact, in paragraph 9 of that complaint, Mr. Adams says, I therefore request the IDEC to investigate these cases. So all of these cases that he has mentioned, and he's prepared to cooperate fully in the investigations and to explain. So were affidavits obtained in respect of all the cases that he mentioned in his Section 27?
That is correct. There's not one affidavit of Mr. Adams, Chair, Commissioner. There's
So
not one.
The only affidavit, sorry to interrupt you, the only affidavit is the one dealing with the appointment of
Appointment
the
one. So there are other affidavits in the other dockets and investigations that are dealing with that separately. So I hope I came across there.
I think because we spoke over each other, and I apologize for that, for the purposes of the transcript getting you correctly, can you just repeat
Thank
that?
you.
I apologize that we
Thank you.
spoke over each other.
But there's clarity now, Chair, that there's not one Mr. Adams A1. There's the A1 for the Mokwele investigation. There's an A1 for the Lushaba investigation and the other investigations. Remember, Commissioner, there were dockets that were opened, the ones I mentioned initially, where there were affidavits in there that were very flimsy, didn't have much content on it. So it had to be taken, looked at, investigated, and then affidavits obtained. Thank you, Commissioner. Thank you, Chair.
I do not, and I hope I'm speaking for my co-commissioners here, you should not leave that witness stand under the impression that we are suggesting that the alleged offenses were not committed. We do not know that.
Yes, sir.
Our concern is about process and whether the investigation pursuant to a referral was properly grounded.
Yes.
That is what we are engaging you on. Whether or not the offenses were actually committed is not what we are engaging you. Not at this stage.
I understand, Chair, and if I could get and ask to pardon me, and maybe I must apologize. I know that you want to know the procedure in it, but I am a participant in these investigations, actively involved with the picture and the scenario. And as I spoke to Council yesterday, I'm also protective over my investigations because I need to complete it. And I'm having challenges and problems at the moment because crime intelligence is not an easy environment. And there are a couple of my witnesses who are no longer taking my calls. So that goes for me to start from scratch again to try and get what I want to get.
Yes.
And to prove the case. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Perhaps lastly at this stage, not lastly for the day, lastly at this stage, let me engage you on something I understood you to be saying in response to a question by Ms. Sillo. You seemed to say once coming from, let me just loosely say, the top, you just go ahead and investigate, and you do not question that. A functionary at your level who investigates and whose investigations may have serious implications for an individual surely cannot act like something automated, and as opposed to a warm cold-blooded individual. Let me give this example, or let me posit this. There may be instances where, to anybody, something that comes from the top is patently unfounded, patently has no factual basis whatsoever. Are you telling us that even in such instances, you just go ahead and investigate and not raise your concerns with those above you about the fact that this is patently unfounded? Are you saying you just act like a robot and go ahead and investigate and not even engage them? As to what would become of that engagement is something else altogether. But I'm asking you just about not engaging whatsoever. Is that what you are telling us?
No, sir.